Welcome back to Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is an Object 140. It's a Tier 10 Soviet medium tank. It's located on the North Spawn of Ensk under the command of Awppenheimer. And a battle has started. Now this battle started in the field because this is an encounter battle. The Object 140 has a 100mm gun, 320 alpha, and fairly quick on the reload. Now, some opponents up ahead. Okay, he's moved into a very forward position. Get shots there on a Pantera. Got one into him. It's a very good gun on the Object 140. Armor's a bit weak, but it's very good at firing. Good DPM. Couldn't get a shot into that SU-101 from here, but it looks like he hasn't spawned yet. Or rather, oh, he has now. He's started moving. Okay. And unfortunately, they've pulled out the way, and the Pantera's over a ridgeline, so we can't hit him. Just around the corner is a Chrysler K. Probably one of the rentals. But look, that shell goes straight through. Decent penetration on this 100mm. He's bounced the return off the tracks. Or rather, the tracks absorbed it. Okay, Pantera up there. Still just showing the top of the turret. Not a lot we can get through, but we've bounced around off a Type 5 Heavy. Here comes the Type 5, going for the sides. Oh, that one went through one of the weak spots at the front. 329, a high roll. He's bounced around from the Pantera. Now, can he get another round in? He's firing heat ammo. Didn't get that one through. Oh, did he go through the side? Not sure on that. Well, he certainly went through that SU-101 there for 347, a high roll. Going for the top of the Pantera again. He fails, but he's bounced rounds from the Pantera and the VTU. See how effective this the top of the turret is. The only problem really is the cupolas. They really are a bit of a weak spot. Now, where's that Chrysler gone? No, he's pulled back. So he's still trying to deal with this Pantera, and he's only showing the top of his turret. It's being very cagey. Okay, pushing forward. Somebody's in the cap, but it is an encounter, so it takes twice as long to cap out. Both the Type 5... Oh, and there's a Malshan. Or was that no, Malbreaker, sorry. But he's still put a round into him, 282, which is a very low roll. Trying for the Yag Panther. Yep. Average roll there, 320. No, couldn't get that one in. Now, as you know, Awppenheimer loads plenty of heat ammo on his tanks, and he actually does play a lot of strongholds. He told me that's why he has so many credits spare, millions of credits spare, so he can afford to use plenty of heat. He doesn't worry about the cost. He just really wants to enjoy the battle. Pantera. No, doesn't get that one through. Amazing. Can only see the tracks there of the Type 5. Got a teammate moved ahead of him. Going for the weak spot. Yes, gets it. 292. Can he get another one through the pipes? No, his teammate's got in the way. Here's the VTU. Fired a round into him earlier. He's fired one back. 303 this time. No. Looking for a target. Okay, Type 5. And he takes her around from the Type 5. That was an HE round. At least I think it was HE. Goes for the Malbreaker. Gets one through the weak spot between the tracks. Yeah, I'm not sure that was an HE round actually from the Type 5. But he puts another one into the Pantera, who's come a little bit closer to the ridgeline, that's now exposing more than just the top of his turret. And that could prove fatal for him, because he's very low on hit points now. Going for the Chrysler, he's pulled back immediately. Go for the lower plate, yes, and he's now one shot. ISM knows that, he's going in for the kill. And yes, the ISM did get him. Now, who's next? Type 5? Just poke round the corner, try and get the sides. There it is. Yes, got him. Okay, over there we've got the SU-101 and the Yag Panther. Going for the SU-101, gets one in, he's a one-shot. The Yag Panther, that's a different story. It's got quite a lot to go. There's one in. Go for the VTU. He's now one shot. So a lot of these are now one-shots. The VTU's gone. Jagdpanther's now one-shot. Go for the kill shot. Yep, he's gone. And the Jaegeru, and he's full health. And he is active. We fired through those boxes. Took a round from an SU-101. In fact, that's the same SU-101 who's low on hit points. At the end of this road, we've got the MAHOU breaker. He's not a one-shot, but he would take at least 3 shots to kill. Don't really want to tangle with him just yet. We can probably put rounds into the back of the Jaegeru. Yes, we do. 1 in. It's a high roll. We've tracked him. Just keep pumping them in now. He won't be able to resist. He can't move anywhere unless he burns this repair kit. And he may have already burned it. And he's just now being farmed. Which almost seems cruel. Oh, he had a fire there. Premium fire extinguisher went off. And we've got an AMX 5120 directly behind us. Yep, there he is. Do you want some? Unfortunately, he's ammo racked us. And the Jaegeru is dead. Oh, took a round from the SU-101, but it's only a tracking shot. Now, can we get a shot on that MX 5120? Oh, no. Unfortunately, on that occasion, we didn't get the shot in time, and we were taken out of the game by the MX 5120. So, battle is still proceeding. There's 3 left on our team. Unfortunately, it's 6 of the enemy. And of the 3 on our team, one of them, an Emil 2, was just almost banging himself against a house. So I guess he wasn't really fully compos mentis. The ISM, he's on his own, he's a one-shot, and he's just been killed. So, only 1 teammate left, and that's a Lerva. Mr. Lerva. Or Mr. Bombastic, as they like to call him. If you're not of a certain age, I'll leave you to look that one up on the internet. Okay. Unfortunately, he's on his own. He's not full health. He's only got a 105mm gun. He's up against some pretty serious opposition. No, I think this is an also-ran player. He's not the caliber of Awppenheimer, who was definitely trying to farm everyone in sight. 8,300 hit points of damage by Awppenheimer. That's what's been recorded. And here comes the MX 5120 that got Awppenheimer. And yep, the Lerva is dying. 1 more shot and he's gone. So it is a defeat, but I think it was mostly because Awppenheimer was being asked to do too much, and that 5120 managed to sneak up behind him. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Oh my god, look at this. Well, it was only a 3rd class tanker, but he got his 3rd mark of excellence in the Object 140 during that game. He certainly did farm an awful lot of damage on the enemy. You've also got a Master Gunner, Fire for Effect, and a Bruiser out of the minor medals, and the High Calibre, not surprisingly. Unsurprisingly, I should say, because he did farm so much damage during that game. Let's have a look at team score. 8.6k, 8,644 hit points of damage during that game. The next highest scorer only had 4,501, and that was the Jaegeru. He managed to get 2 kills. Awppenheimer managed to get 3. And when it came to base XP, well, you can see that the high scorer was the MAHOU breaker. 911 for him, 904 for the Patriot, and 902 for the AMX 5120 who killed Awppenheimer. But Awppenheimer did get 734, which is a sizable total. In fact, yeah, it's bigger than some of the members of the winning team. So let's have a look at detail. He fired 39 rounds of 100mm ammunition. He got 32 direct hits and 28 penetrations. Damage of 8,644 hit points, of which 347 were at more than 300 meters. He received 16 hits from the enemy. 6 of them were penetrations, 10 non-penetrations. I think most of the non-penetrations hit the top of his turret and bounced off. The penetrations, I think, well, most of those seem to come from the either from the Jaeger, who fired one back at him, or was it it was the Type 5 Heavy who fired one back at him and got it in, and of course that AMX 5120 who just sat behind him, pumping him full of holes whilst he was dealing with the Jaeger. Block damage of 2,030 hit points in total, spotted 2 enemy vehicles, damaged 9 of the enemy, killed 3 of them, and did damage assistance of 864 hit points. On a premium count, he earned 116,651 credits, got 7,379 for courageous resistance. That's because he got an epic medal in a losing team. So his total, 124,029 credits. And after repair and ammunition resupply, and here's the kicker, yep, he did make a loss. 17,852 credits. But he doesn't worry about that, because after all, he does have a huge amount of credits in store. And of course, he does play a lot of strongholds. So, yep, he doesn't mind that. He loads up on the heat to make sure that he can do the business. Received 2 bonds for getting the high caliber at tier 10. And he also earned 1,101 XP, 616 for courageous resistance, took away 1,717 altogether. So, Object 140, done. I think, well, the only thing he can do now is get it up to 100%. But, yeah, he's certainly shown he's adequate in this tank. More than adequate. I think very few people will actually be able to fight off serious heavies, super heavies, and serious tank destroyers like Jaegers, and literally punish them completely. It was unfortunate that it was in that position where the MX 5120 could get behind him, but you can't have it all. I suppose you either go for the throat on some of these enemy tanks and put yourself in a position which is slightly dangerous, or you don't. You cower back and wait for them to come to you, and of course then you get filled with holes. But it was a great battle all the same, even though it was a defeat. So if you enjoyed that replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.